Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Drams. And I'd like to say hi to everybody. It's been a couple of weeks. Let us know, as always, in the chat what you guys are drinking tonight. Feel free to fill out the little poll. The answers are very important. And for the rest of you, what are you guys drinking tonight? We'll start with Ed.
Well, I'm going to pour myself a little bit of a little book. This is chapter 4 of the Little Book series, so 2020's release. And I am playing Agnomeio Banderas, aka Noro, the gnome fighter.
Nice. The gnome fighter. Yes.
Fighter with his whip.
With his whip. His whip. Jason, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm still deciding though. But
all right, we'll pass.
I'm going to start off with my this today Russell's Reserve single barrel pick for the Mash and Journey Club. So I think we're going to start off with that. See how it's opening up.
Nice.
Russell's Reserve being one of my favorite go-to bourbons. I play the dark, the ornery, the famous the famous Alessio Morte, the arcane trickster / rogue, who I'm sure at some point by tonight Bill will corner me. That's just what Bill likes to do. Everybody's safe in the corner. Alessio has snakes on him, birds around him that doesn't leave him alone with 1,000 hit points. It's great.
And multi-attack. Always multi-attack.
Always 4 attacks. He's going to roll again. Oh, wait, he's going to roll again. Oh, wait, you took a step to the left. We're going to attack you again. So that's how it goes for Alessio. And then, thankfully, my teammates and their nipples saved my life.
Yes. Speaking of nipples, good segue. Clifton,
I don't want to be introduced that way all the time now.
Speaking of nipples, welcome to the stage.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I'm a little late tonight.
No problem.
I'm rushing to eat dinner, so I just grabbed the bottle of wine that I was drinking. So I'm drinking wine for now. It's La Quadrilla. It's a winery out here in Southern California. Just a red blend, but I'm enjoying it. So that's what I'm drinking right now. But I'm going to move to whiskey probably a bit later. But I rushed from dinner, so I just brought my wine with me.
Oh,
I'm also playing Knobolas, hence the nipples. He is a half elf warlock. He is very nipply. That's all I have to say about that.
He is. He's quite nipply. Nipples.
Oh my god. That's an offspring. If he ever has a son or daughter, we're gonna name him Nippolus.
This is my son Nippolus. The kids call him Nip.
It could also be his drunk name.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
I was going to say Areola almost sounds like a
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. Very D&D kind of,
These are my children, Nippolus and Areola. It's pronounced, it's Areola, not Areola.
For sure, we just call her La.
Adriana, save us, please. So what are you drinking tonight? Are you drinking Knob Creek? Am I ruining?
I am not. I almost grabbed it and I was like, they're gonna yell at me if I start out with Knob Creek again. So instead, I'm having Maker's Mark. It's a Utah pick. It was actually like the first pick of any whiskey that Utah's ever done. It was a couple years ago, but it's really good. They can pick Maker's Mark. They cannot pick Knob Creek. So I never get that one.
like they're not able to, or like they're
no, they did one and it was like the worst Knob Creek I have ever had.
And that's saying a lot.
Of course, Utah. Like I won't drink it. I mean, probably because I have a lot of alternatives, but
Jason gets better picks than the actual like state of Utah.
Oh yeah, easily. Don't come here for the picks. Come here for the mountains. Bring your own whiskey.
I'll just ship picks to your hut if that's okay.
There we go. Just ship it to the hut.
Her yurt.
Actually, Booker brings them in because I play TaLin.
Got the little whiskey barrel in his neck.
Right? Yes.
How have we not done that yet? Oh my gosh, we need to. Yeah.
I thought about it when I was playing around with those model things. I was like, oh, St. Bernards have like the little whiskey barrels.
Yes.
But because I play TaLin, the halfling ranger, the not so stout halfling ranger. Thank you very much. Who has her buddy Booker, who's far more useful than she is.
The relatively lanky halfling.
I actually, right before starting the stream tonight, I was on YouTube and there was a commercial for a movie. I can't remember. It was like Silliest or something like that. It was like a dog and some sort of military guy. And they both drive up in a military Jeep to some way station or whatever. And the guys are like, kill the dog and kill the guy. And he's just like, he flips out like John Wick style and kills him, and then it puts on the screen, it literally says like, everything's fine, just don't kill the dog. And like, that's the tagline of the movie. And I'm like, boy, that is appropriate.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. That's my motto also.
I like it. So we have quite a few new subscribers to the channel. People have been coming in from finding actually the Alchemy Jug short, is doing extremely well, and so we have a lot of new people. Yes, it was definitely the guy, picture of the guy with the mayonnaise for sure. So anybody who happens to be seeing this, maybe you're starting out here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the stream tonight. My name's Bill. I'm drinking some beer just to start off with tonight. Typically, I switch to whiskey later in the night. That way, it's not just a complete, crap show. But it
we like
depends.
it when you start out with whiskey.
Sometimes I like it when I start out with whiskey. Yes,
It's interesting. It gets very interesting.
So anyway, is there anything that you guys would like to announce or talk about before we get going into the game? Any personal episodes, anything that you want to bring up?
If anyone's a fan of American single malts, be on the lookout for a video I worked pretty hard on, introducing American single malt to the viewers, kind of where it started, where it's going, and why you're going to see American single malt from pretty much every distiller in the United States at some point soon. So
I agree with that completely. Yeah, they'd be silly not to. It's amazing it's taken this long for people to start catching on to this. But that sounds great. I'll look for that. Cool.
And Bill, I'll just reference.
Yep.
I wish I planned ahead enough to know what I'm doing for my stream this week, but unfortunately I didn't. But last week I did a blind flight trying to find the best 100-ish proof budget rye whiskey. I was very surprised by the results. So if y'all are looking for a new cocktail whiskey to use for rye whiskey cocktails, check out that stream. It was a lot of fun and definitely, like I said, surprised me.
Nice.
Cool.
And just a reminder, I've got 2 new single barrel picks, one from Starward, one from Barrel. So you can find those at whiskeydickpicks.com. And that's Picks.
I love that.
It is the best name.
And there it is.
Yeah. So go buy those. They're delicious.
Best group name ever. I'm just saying.
Awesome.
Best dick pics I ever spent money on.
Yes. Awesome. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get a little recap. When last we saw our heroes, they were traveling towards Erngor Zuak, a dwarven settlement known to have a skyport where they could hopefully find an airship and passage to Volantis. On their travels, they ventured through a bog and found a hair adornment or accessory with a faded but unique insignia on top of a skeleton that was half submerged in the bog. The skeleton had been picked clean of any identifying marks aside from this one little red band. They continued on their way across a number of fallen trees, which were really slowing them down, and so they had to kind of take an early night. And overnight, Alessio took first watch, where he saw a strange mist coming out of the water that they had camped near, and Vutha, a dragonborn with kind of the skin sloughing off of him and stuff, emerged out of the water and started attacking, all the whole time cursing Alessio's name, telling him that he killed him and that he was going to die for it. So the group fought off Vutha and his skeletal warriors that he brought along with him, and they spent the rest of the night having a bit of a rest. I'm sorry, this is like super awkward. I've just totally screwed myself up. I don't care. I'm almost done. So anyway, they finished off their night of rest, and it is now the next morning. The rain has started to fall, and you guys find yourself back in camp. You're waking up. Agnomeio had been trying to cook some eggs and some bacon, but they were rained on and made cold. And that's where you guys are. It is now the morning. What would you like to do?
Agnomeio, you put any seasoning on those runny eggs and half-cooked bacon?
But of course, and I pull out Salt's little bag in the secret pocket. I'm just sprinkling
Yes.
just handfuls.
I'll still take some of that. Thank you.
Yeah, as long as that's on it, I'm down too.
Now, the one thing I will
Do we have
say
any
is,
idea how far we are?
sorry, there was one more thing I wanted to point out. Like I said, I totally screwed. So aside from Vutha, who after being defeated, he actually kind of became seawater and seeped into the ground, the bones of all the skeletons did not join suit. So what I'm curious of is both Knobolas and TaLin, you guys both took the other 2 watches that night. Would you have left the skeletons there? Would you have done anything with them? Like, tell me what you would have done.
Oh, like left them just like in our campsite, like in our little ring kind of
Yeah, yeah. So now that they're not animated through whatever fell magic there was, they're skeletons, but they're all just bones.
I mean, I probably would have at least moved him out of our cozy spot. Plus, you're not doing anything else while you're on watch.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm thinking too.
Booker's chewing on a couple, but
Like
other than that.
based on your like setup, I feel like I should say I'm doing more than that. But I feel like I agree. We would have just moved them outside of our camp.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't
Depends.
read into it. It was supposed to be part of the recap. I just forgot to say it, and I thought it would be strange to not acknowledge the 5 or 6 skeletal warriors that are just dead in your camp. So, as always, don't read into things.
Did they have any cool weapons?
So they had some pretty rusty swords. Nothing that is particularly appealing.
Okay.
Yep. We just piled that all to the side outside of our camp.
Okay, cool.
It's a big pile of bones for somebody to find someday.
Booker,
It's like a
Booker's-
cairn to mark the trail.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Booker is feasting, so he's having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's having a good time. Yeah. I might like keep a couple just like for Booker, so that he can have snacks as we walk along.
That makes sense.
Sure.
All right,
chew,
so
chew toys.
you grab a couple of the larger bones and hand them over to
Yeah.
Booker.
Grab a couple bones and we, I guess, venture on in our quest.
Excellent. All right. So the rain's continuing to fall, but let's go to our map here. So you guys have made actually pretty good progress, and you've been able to make it to the eastern side of the Oasis of Serpents. You have a couple more days of travel before you get to Erngor Zuak, and you're going to be having to cross the foothills of the Thunderhowl Mountains, Echo River, which is the river that divides the Northern Whispering Expanse, the foothills of the Thunderhowl Mountains, and the Oasis of Serpents. So, last we talked, you guys had intended on continuing north. Is that still your intent?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, so I would like all of you to roll me a d6, please.
Sure.
I would love to, but I can't get into Foundry.
Oh,
Yeah. Mine's
Oh, is that a
still
normal
loading, I
dice? That's a normal dice?
it's a normal dice, yep. Tell you what, why don't the two of you roll one for both Knobolas and Jason while we're...
No, I'm in. My map's
you're
not
in,
loading,
okay.
but did my roll come through?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
All right, so Nomio rolled a 5.
I rolled a 3 and a 3. So somebody needed that other 3.
Okay, cool. So let's see. That's okay. So let me know when you guys are able to kind of see the map again, because
So
it
all I
obviously
saw
matters.
was the rain, and it just looked like I was going through hyperspace. And
Yeah.
that was
Oh, mine just fixed.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, there
Mine
we go.
was that, but now it looks fine. So give
That
it a
was
minute.
cool.
Okay, so it looks like all of you are on the map now.
Look
Yes.
at this verdant forest.
It's beautiful.
Yep, now it's loading. Here we go. All right.
All right.
Get in.
Cool. So
Perfect.
you guys are walking through the forest. Everything's going pretty well, actually. You're having some pretty easy traveling today, and most of your journey has been among trees that had been knocked over. But it seems that's starting to end as the canopy reforms overhead. Your world has become dense jungle, and you find yourselves needing to slow down your movement a bit as you traverse across this little stream that's making its way through the jungle. You start to hear the sound of baboons howling from above. As you pass underneath them, they get louder and louder, and then suddenly they stop.
Well, I don't like that one bit.
Freaking baboons. Can I roll a knowledge? What is it? Is it knowledge? History?
What are you trying to learn?
Like nature. I guess nature for
Trying to learn like if they're
what I might know about baboons.
maybe
Sure.
a threat. Are they a threatening type of baboon or are they a peaceful baboon?
Yeah. Because like jungle is my favored territory or something like that.
Tell you what. I mean, I can tell you for sure that you would know that baboons are generally aggressive, but for them to react like this, there's something else that's probably spooking them. But since you asked, why don't you make a perception roll for me?
Yeah. Do a barrel.
Yeah, usually quiet in the jungle is not a good sign.
Yeah, right. 17.
So 17. So to your north, from your left, you see a giant ape looking down at you from above. It's holding onto the tree with 3 of its 4 arms. It lets go of the branch and it falls to the ground with a big thump, sending up leaves and dirt. And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
We knew this was coming. We knew it.
I'm just letting you guys know I'm staying in the back.
Alessio, do you have any bananas in your sack of yum-yums or whatever it's called?
Sack of yum-yums. He does not actually. It only has pork and meat products. Actually, we've never really established that. All right.
I just start pulling out like banana peels, but they're full of pork.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a pork nana.
Pork nana.
It's a hybrid of pig and banana.
It's like a pig in a blanket, but with a banana. Yeah. All right. So actually, TaLin, in kind of suiting order, so you are up first. So this giant gorilla, actually, you wouldn't recognize this, but does anybody remember back in Alawith Harbor, Oakenrock, or other name, as you guys may remember, told you guys a story about a type of animal that he had fought. Does anybody remember anything about that?
No.
Yeah.
It was like a year ago, so
Sure did talk about fighting a big old silvery ape, didn't he?
he sure did. So he mentioned about a type of creature called a gorillan, and or a gurlon, I should say. And this gorilla is quite aggressive, has 4 arms, and that's about all he said, because he was too busy boasting about everything. So what are you guys doing? Well, more specifically you, TaLin.
Well, I'm not excited about this gorilla. It's clearly aggressive and like wanting to attack us. So, immediately can tell this. Yes. Mm-hmm. We're not just attacking a poor animal out of the blue.
So it jumped down out of the trees and it just slammed into the ground, and now it's charging towards your group.
Okay, cool. Just clarifying.
I will say that just because you are also Miss Jungle Lady, like, it's an ape. Charging at you doesn't necessarily mean it's going to attack you, but maybe it does. I mean,
yeah, they're big and I'm tiny, so that seems like a bad situation to be in. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my stuff is like in a weird way, but there's everything. I'm going to use my bow and arrow and shoot at it. Okay.
All right, go for it.
Sounds like bad.
To anybody listening, we haven't played in a couple of weeks, so we're going to be a little rusty. Don't mind us.
Sorry. It's been a bit of a day. Okay. I'm going to guess an 8 doesn't
correct. So Alessio's kind of in your way, and you roll to shoot your arrow, and
but does a 26?
You get 2 shots. It sure does.
Yeah.
So a 26 will definitely hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Do you roll critical hit for that?
Yes.
Like it pops up as damage roll. Okay.
Critical hit.
Nice.
Yep. You're going to do a lot more damage.
What that does, but I'm going to go for it.
All right.
13 damage.
13 damage. All right. Excellent. Since you crit, why don't you tell me what that looks like?
Wait, just to hit him, or does he die?
I mean, no. Sorry, just to hit him.
Okay. I got my hopes up. I was like, man, it's the weakest ape ever.
You guys are level 8.
Yeah. I imagine that though I kind of stumbled around while I was shooting the first one, then I got reoriented, hit off the second one, and it went right into his armpit, like the armpit between two of the arms on one side.
Perfect. All right. Anything else, TaLin?
First pit.
Me and Booker are gonna hide behind a thing. Booker's like growling at it, but I'm thinking we should like get a little bit of cover.
Sure.
So we're doing that.
All right. Knobolas, you're... Oh, go ahead.
Can you look around and like check to see if there's other apes coming up?
So
is that a thing you can do?
From the perception check that you made earlier, you're not sure. Like that's kind of one and the same. Yep. Okay. At the moment, you see this.
Okie doke.
All right. Knobolas, you're up.
I was gonna ask the same question. Like, can Knobolas do like a bit of a perception check to see the situation? I'm noticing some things in the trees that I feel like I would like to be aware of, but if I don't see them, it's fine.
Yep. Go ahead and you know what? Let's do this. If you want to use it as your action, you can make a perception roll. Otherwise, you'll make it with disadvantage. I'm just kind of winging that.
Oh yeah, I don't want to use it as my action.
Okay. So no, at the moment you don't see anything else.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, first of all, I'm also gonna back up and take cover a bit because like I'm way too close to this thing and like I don't like that. So I'm gonna go back over here and then I'm going to, of course, Eldritch Blast him.
All right, go for it.
Hopefully this.
Also, is this a tree or a bush? Like, could I climb it?
So you are underneath a tree.
Okay, I might climb it next time. Although apes climb really well too, so I don't know how great of an idea it's gonna be.
Yeah.
All right,
nice.
23
a 23
damage.
will hit for 12 damage. Excellent.
Nice.
And then I'll hit him with my second ray. Oh, or I will not.
Oh.
10 does not hit.
10 does not hit. All right.
Okay. Yeah, all good. I'm just gonna hang back over here.
All right. Cool. Anything else?
You said I can't use perception or anything now, right? Like, because I've already used my action. Okay, cool. No, that's it.
All right. Okay. Up next is out of the tree. Alessio, I promise this is not on purpose. Out of the tree behind you, another one of these Garrulons jumps down from the tree and charges at you, Alessio. And he is going to make an attack. I swear I couldn't have planned this. So he is going to make a bite attack first.
Of course. Bite attack, and he's going to do his red ass attack.
So
it's blue. Thank you very much.
So he jumps up behind you. He kind of bites you on the shoulder. 16 will hit, correct?
Yes, but I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
Okay. And that one, uncanny dodge, is that the one that requires a dex save, or is that just the like half damage on something?
So it's the half damage one against me.
Okay, excellent. So you'll take 2 points of damage from that instead of 5. All right. He's then going to make 4 attacks with his claws.
Are you kidding? About right.
He's got 5. He has. So I'm just gonna roll these fairly quickly. So the first one hits you for 9. The second one's gonna hit you for 8. Third one's gonna hit. Nope, the third one's not gonna hit you. And then the fourth one. Ooh, it was almost a nat 20. Is not gonna hit you. So yeah, he hit you for the 2, and then 9, and then 8. As he is just berating you from behind. All right, and that will end his turn. Agnomeio, you're up.
Aha! Come here, you giant, oversized macaque. I'm going to whip at you.
Nice.
And
Bust out
then
that whip.
I will bust out the old speculor and attack him.
Nice.
Okay, well, that first one doesn't count. That was bad.
Excellent.
This one, I will attack him. Oh, why are these showing up for me? That's
Yeah,
weird.
I'm not sure. That's weird. So you rolled a 9 plus.
I rolled a 9, so that is Man, I haven't actually had to calculate this in a while. That is a 14, 17.
All right, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
Sweet.
I have no idea why that's not showing up.
I might restart in a second.
Yeah.
But,
How much damage?
that'll be 11 damage.
11 damage. All right, excellent. So you wheep him and you wheep him across the face. Excellent. All right. Well, he's about to attack you, so you might want to wait on restarting. So
okay.
up next, somebody who's not going to attack Alessio for once. So he's gonna stare at you, and he is going to kind of come down on you again with a whole lot of attacks. So first is going to be the bite attack, which is definitely going to hit.
Oh shit.
So 25. So 9 damage. If you could take care of doing your damage, that would be
Yeah, I
helpful.
gotcha.
All right, cool. So the next one is not going to hit. That's an 11. The next one. This is the one bad. 17. Does that hit you?
It does not.
All right. So that's 2. Here comes number 3. 25 to hit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit a dragon. All right, and then a 14 will not hit. Okay, so you took a little bit of damage here. So he's insulted by the whip to his face, and he comes charging at you and just. It's kind of a funny thing to see something punch you with 4 hands. It's like very cartoon-esque. Like he just kind of bites you and then he's like, wah, bah, 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 you know. So yeah.
Like in an anime where you just see like the
Yeah,
flurry
right.
of fists.
Yeah, exactly. All right. One of the baboons is up in the tree, and it's actually I think the baboon's gonna hang back at the moment because they just watched that Garrulon kind of get hit with a whip pretty bad and get shocked.
Wait, the baboons are working with the apes, though?
The baboons are opportunistic hunters. They will jump down and help if they think that they can get some food out of it. So, Alessio, you are up.
All right, well, get me the F out of here. So what I'm going to do is use my bonus action. I'm going to Misty Step.
Okay.
And then what I want to do is, so kind of next to the tree where Booker, I guess he's kind of either in or under the tree. I want to Misty Step away that way and climb up the tree since I'm so athletic.
Quick reminder, just in case you forgot. So you as a rogue, one of your you could use your bonus action to disengage, which will mean that you won't take opportunity attacks, and then you don't have to use your Misty Step. But it's up to you if that's what you wanted to do. I wasn't sure if you remembered that.
Is that a?
It's one of your. It's one of your features. You don't have to roll anything or do anything. It's I think it's cunning action it's cunning action. You could take a bonus action on each of your turns to take a dash, disengage, or hide action.
Oh, cunning action. I see it.
Yep, and that's just one of your bonus actions.
Turn to take, or hide action. Oh.
Yep.
Man,
Now, of course, if you wanted to get up in that tree, you could just Misty Step up into the tree. So whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Misty Step up into the tree.
Awesome. Okay. So you Misty Step, you get enveloped in, I believe you said it was kind of like a black smoke, and you just kind of disappear and you reappear up in the tree. You're standing on one of the thicker branches, and you're kind of just right next to one of these baboons.
Yep. So looking down, the one that attacked me, that jumped me from behind. Now that I can kind of get a clear shot at him, I'm going to, since they're two kind of far apart, I'm going to use my short bow. And take a shot.
Cool. Go for it.
All right.
All right. An 11 will not hit.
Great. All right. That's all I got. At least I'm up in the tree, which I'm sure another baboon will come up behind me and knock me off.
I mean, at least it won't have 4 arms. So
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna kick you out of the tree into the gorilla's mouth.
Right. So actually the baboon that you're in the tree with right now, you guys are basically kind of in the same spot. So he's going to try to jump away from you. I'm going to say just by verticality, he's probably not next to you. But if you'd like to use your reaction, you could try to take an opportunity attack against him. It's up to you.
Okay. No, I mean,
actually, you used your reaction for your uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I was going to say I already used my reaction. So
sorry, that was before your turn. So you do have your reaction again.
Okay.
I need to stop giving you false information. So, all right. Anything else?
I could take another shot at him right now if I wanted to.
You could take a shot at this baboon that hasn't necessarily done anything yet, but he hopped away from you, and if you want an opportunity attack, you could make a melee attack against it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to bring him back into the fold. So if he's
Sure.
moving away, then keep him that way. So.
All right, TaLin, you're up.
Okay, so I imagine the ape is pretty tall and I'm pretty short.
Yes.
So, but I'm also bored by being from a distance. I always get bored shooting arrows. So I'm gonna run over to the ape that's messing with Agnomeio, but I'm gonna do this while riding on top of Booker so that I'm taller.
Fantastic. All right.
And I am going to. There we go. Now it's finally letting me drag. And I'm going to try and cut off at least one of his arms with my machete.
Okay. All right, let's do this then. I kind of like the idea of some of this like actual permanent damage in these games. So
yeah, I was actually wondering, like, if you do cut off an arm,
there's
how does that work?
probably some rules around that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say if you hit him, so his AC is 13. If you hit him with a 16 or higher, then he's low enough health. I'll let you cut off an arm if you hit him with a 16 or higher.
Okay.
With your machete.
Yes.
It's worth a risky whiskey if not.
Yeah.
Right? This would be so cool if it worked. Come on.
15. You rolled a 15.
15.
Oh, too bad.
Well, you still do damage though.
Well,
Is it
you
worth-
have enough.
Oh, but
You have a
and I'm
second
going to
attack.
attack him twice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
let me roll both. Yeah, let me roll both attacks real quick, and then
Sure.
I'll do the 2 damage rolls.
A natural one.
Oh, I'm definitely risky whiskey in that one. Oh, I don't know why that second one came through. Ignore that.
That's all
As
right.
much as I'd love for it to count, but
Well, the only one that showed up on my screen was the 25. I saw the one. It didn't
Yeah, I don't know
count
what that
for
was
sure.
about.
yeah, but the only thing that went into the thing, right? So that counts.
Sure, why not? All right, so roll damage for the 15. You don't have to risky whiskey that, although it'd be
I
funnier if you
just
did.
drank all my whiskey.
Oh, no,
Then I'll definitely give you the 25. All right, so
Yes.
you have go ahead and roll damage with both of them. The first one will do regular damage. The second one will be severing an arm.
Yes. Come on, baby.
All right, 5 damage.
Not that machetes do a shit ton of damage. Although they should. You ever
They
played
do-
with a machete?
They do the
Like-
appropriate amount of damage.
5 and 9.
All right, so you do
Okay,
9
5
points
and
of damage, and you sever one of this Giralon's arms. Excellent.
Sweet. And Booker's also biting.
Okay,
'cause I get my 2 attacks, and then Booker also gets to
sure.
go for it. Come on, buddy. So Booker can't quite reach his arm, so if he does hit, he's biting him in the nuts.
Well, I gave you that because you were using a
13.
machete. He's all right. So he's 13 will hit. Come on, Booker.
Yeah, I feel like one bite wouldn't.
Ooh, 5 damage.
And 5
So-
points of damage.
This Giralon is absolutely just beaten up.
Struggling?
He's almost dead. And he's bleeding profusely from his stump arm. So, all right. Anything else?
Yes. Nope. Booker's
All right.
chewing on the arm. That's it.
So Knobolas, you are up.
All right. Well, obviously, first thing is I'm gonna try to finish him. So I'm gonna shoot one of my Eldritch Blasts towards him, and we'll see how that does, and then we might shoot the second one towards him. But let's go ahead and just shoot one.
Okay.
15.
A 15 will hit. For 13 damage, that'll be enough. Tell me how you do this.
Oh yeah. Well, it's. I mean, he's already like missing the arm, so he's already gonna like be struggling. I think I just want to like. I don't know. It's only one beam. I was gonna say like I want to kind of like shoot off his other arms, but it's like no. I'll just
right.
hit him. Yeah, I don't know.
You ready? You ready, Knobolas? So we were already talking about anime. Here's what you do: you take a coin out of your pocket and you flip it in the air, and as you're shooting, it splits the beam into 3, and it shoots off his other limbs.
Yes.
Choo-choo-choo-choo. Yeah,
Exactly how it happened.
that's what
I
I saw.
definitely had
anyway.
no idea where that was going.
All right, yeah. Why not? All right, Knobolas, you get the rest of your turn.
Well, first of all, I get the benefit of Dark One's Blessing, which does give me some extra hit points should
Yep.
I kill a creature. So
Wait,
I'm gonna
Alessio
make sure
blessed you?
What?
Alessio bless you?
I mean, maybe.
You get extra hit points for killing a creature? That's
He
kind
does.
of awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna get those hit points, and then I'm going to.
I loosened the lid for you, okay? Like, come on.
I know that's why I take advantage. Like when I think I'm almost dead, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm doing this kill. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna like to use the time between like as my my nips are recharging. I'd like to put a hex on the other creature,
Okay.
My nips recharge.
which is my bonus action. So I'm not sure if I have to manually do that. Let's see if it.
What does it look like when your nips are recharging?
They like droop a little.
That's wonderful. All right.
They're not as perky.
So what are you hexing him for? Like, what's the effect? What are you? Is it?
Let me check. So basically, it puts
You
a
get to
curse
pick.
on them,
Yep.
and then until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage every time you hit them with an attack.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
also choose an ability that they have a disadvantage on,
right.
which I feel like in this situation, I don't know. What do you guys think? What?
No, you
skill?
don't. No conferring. What do you want? Make a call.
Okay. I'll do. How about this? Dexterity. That way they might fall out of a tree.
Perfect. All right. Cool. They have disadvantage on any sort of dex save. Cool.
Okay, and I'll hit him with my next Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go for it.
I feel like they'd have high dex too, so that should be helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A 19 and then 6 damage.
So perfect. All right. So this Giralon kind of is. Alessio just disappeared from in front of it, and then you blast it in the face with an Eldritch Blast, as far as it's concerned. So it's a little confused at the moment. Anything else?
And then it gets the extra d6 of damage. With
So roll the
hex.
d6.
Yeah, I want to make sure there's nothing like at higher levels on that one, but I don't think so. I don't want to accidentally click. At higher levels, when you cast this level, you use a spell of 3 or 4. Maintain your concentration on the spell for up to 8 hours. Okay, it's not about different additional damage, so we're good. Cool.
Okay.
So 1d6. Sorry. And that's a 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you do an additional 6 points a day. Wow, that's great on a d6. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. So this Giralon, he's up. So what he's gonna do? Alessio's up in the tree, so he doesn't see Alessio necessarily at the moment. Nor is he necessarily all that interested in him because you just blasted him. All right, so he does not see him. So what he's going to do is he's going to run right for you, Knobolas. And then he is going to start making some attacks against you. So, again, I'm going to roll these pretty quick, so if you can take care of your own stuff. So he misses you. What's your AC? Just so I can know.
1 second, sorry. It is 14.
Okay. All right, so he hits you with the... he misses you with the bite. He hits you with one of his claws for 6 damage. He hits you again with another claw for 5 damage. He's gonna miss you with the third one, and with the fourth one, he is going to. You said it was 14? Hit you. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So 15. So he's going to hit you for 10 damage. All right.
All right, so 10. So it's 21 damage.
Sounds right. All right.
Okay.
So, and then he is going to continue moving over to the other side of you. Sorry, not that far. Okay. And then that will be the end of his turn. Agnomeio, you're up.
Get your paws off of him, you damn dirty ape!
Yes.
Yes.
I go charging in with my rapier. Swish, swash, swish, cutting and stabbing. And I will attack for...
15 will hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll hit.
yeah, all right.
14
That'll be
damage. Ooh, that's a
14
big one.
damage.
Nice.
nice.
And then I'm going to do another attack.
He's not actually dead. I just hit the wrong button.
Okay, well, that'll hit. A
That should
23.
do it.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. 23 will hit.
15.
Another 15 damage.
Another
Okay.
15.
Whew. He's
He's
hurting.
not dead?
He's not dead now.
Ah,
No, I did minus 149 by mistake. So
That would do it.
so you know that he doesn't have 149 health. All right. So you do some pretty significant damage. Is there a G in his chest at this point, or are you just swiping?
No. There's a series of small G's on each of his shoulders. Like all the 4 of them.
Wonderful. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. He's starting to get a little worried. This other baboon he's gonna retreat back into the forest here. Alessio, you're up.
All right, so
I'm imagining that this ape looks like a Gucci purse right now.
It's funny. I was thinking the same kind of thing. I was like, this is like some sort of like hip hop kind of jacket, big poofy jacket with like G's all over it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna from my perch. I'm gonna stay with my short bow. I'm gonna stay far away from this friggin' thing. So I'm going to roll for my short bow.
That'll
There it
hit.
is.
Nice. 20 will hit.
I'm gonna roll for my damage.
Seven. Nice. All right, so 7 damage. So you turn him into a little pin cushion. Put an arrow right in his shoulder. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. The baboon, he's gone. TaLin, you're up.
Oh, it's me again. Well, the machete thing worked really well last time. So I'm going to do that again. Me and Booker, I'm going to ride Booker over so I can reach up.
Ooh,
Does he still have all of his arms?
He does still have all of his arms. I'm going to move you up just a
Great
little bit.
question.
Yes. This one has all 4 of his arms.
Just checking. All right. Well,
And you're going to roll with advantage
seems
because
like-
you have flanking on him right now.
yes. I wondered if flanking was a thing, but I
Yeah.
thought I was making it up. Okay, cool. So I'm going to attack him with 1 machete.
All right, 25 will hit.
And that's a 25. And I'm going to attack him with another machete.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so fun attacking with machetes. It's just like the most Puerto Rican thing possible. I love it so
Ooh,
much.
another
Another
25.
25.
Wow.
See? It's such a
All right.
great idea.
Are you
Go
removing
ahead.
2 arms now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Right.
damage. Again,
keep going away.
well, yeah, why not? Again, if you roll over 16 or over, you'll remove an arm.
Yes.
I'm specifically giving you this because they're machetes. Oh wait,
Wait,
you
but, like,
did.
I
You
already
rolled
rolled-
25
I
on
already
both of
rolled them
yeah.
both, yeah.
I'm sorry. So yeah, each one of these attacks is gonna remove an arm. Holy shit! All right, so
Yes.
9 damage. As you slice
Burns.
off, so he's got these 2 little tiny. I don't know if you can really tell from the picture, but he's got these 2 little tiny arms, kind of coming out of his like lower chest. They're almost like T-Rex arms compared to the big, massive ape arms, and those are the ones that you're going for. So he actually looks just like a normal ape at the moment, just much bloodier. All right, so another 4 damage.
Yes.
Okay, he is still alive, but not by much.
So now his top 2 arms are just like holding the wounds.
Yeah, why not? He's kind of like, whoa, you know.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Does Booker want to do anything?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not even off of Booker, and he's still biting at this guy. So,
I love the idea of you just riding in.
like, I'm up with the machetes attacking the arms, and Booker's right there.
Just a horrifying,
and he got an
whirling
8, though.
garish of blood.
Right, with machetes and hair. Yeah.
No luck for Booker this time.
No luck for Booker. Anything else?
No, we're gonna stay here and keep flanking him to help the next person.
All right, Knobolas, you are up.
Yeah.
All right. How hurt?
He's
is he?
very hurt. He'll die if you hit him.
Did I prime another one for you? Come
Knock
on.
him down.
Hit me again. As far as I'm aware. Okay, well, you know what? I bought a weapon recently that I just have not had the opportunity to use, and I feel like now is the perfect opportunity. So I would like to brandish my trident,
Oh, hell yeah!
stab it right into his chest, like right above where he's holding his little arm. bloody
Yeah.
spot,
Excellent.
Like right into his chest.
So I
Right
will
in
tell
the
you.
titties.
I will tell you. Well, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead and attack.
Oh, what were you telling me?
I was gonna say he's
You
got 10 hit points left. Let's see if you can do it.
Oof. Okay, I might have got a little.
Come
Oh, you know what?
on.
I hexed him, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shit.
Except an 11 won't hit.
Risky.
No,
wine it.
risky
I wanna
whiskey.
risky wine it.
All right,
Okay, there
oh
you
my
go.
gosh.
Chug, chug, chug,
I'm
chug.
not gonna finish it. I will take a large.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's try that again.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
No, it was worse. A 7.
Oh, he's
And my hex doesn't even do anything, does it? Because he didn't get.
You didn't hit him. Yep.
Damn.
Oh
Man,
well.
I should just Eldritch Blast everything, but I feel like I get bored with it. I'm trying to do cool shit.
I think you're doing exactly what
That's
you
why I
should
want to
do.
use the bow and arrow. Yeah.
All right, so Knobolas. Well, so here's the thing. This Giralon, he is going to die, and so he is going to run even with the opportunity attack. So TaLin, Agnomeio, and Knobolas, all three of you can make a melee opportunity attack to see if you kill him before he runs away.
Okay.
He can run 80 yards. So. Yeah.
How do you do that? Like an unarmed strike or?
Yeah, just do an honor. Well, for you, actually, you could use your trident. It's a melee weapon. Oh. So maybe you'll get to kill him with your trident
you can
anyway.
Still machete.
All right, 16. 4 damage. Nice.
20.
24.
All right, so.
As he turns his back on me, I'm like,
24.
you are not worth it. I do not need to kill you. And I put my rapier away and I turn away. You are not worth it.
8
All right.
Okay.
So,
I hit with a 24 for another 8 damage.
So this is what we're doing here. So TaLin, you were hitting him with a machete, right?
Yeah.
So Knobolas and TaLin, you guys both hit him at the same time and deal the killing blow together. Tell me what happens.
Okay, I jumped on his back because he turned and ran, and I'm on top of Booker, so I just jumped off and stabbed him in the back with the machete, like right,
You know,
right
a
between
stabbing
the shoulder
implement.
blades.
The machete, a classic stabbing was.
Why not?
My trident is on the exact opposite side, so like wherever she hit him from the back, I'm hitting him from the front, so we're going all the way through him.
All right,
Yes.
excellent. So you skewer him with the trident, and she's just hacking away at the back of his neck, and he falls down dead, missing several arms and bleeding into the dirt. And you guys are out of combat.
Man,
Excellent.
baboon jerky for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, so now we cook him.
Yeah. I also kind of want to get those arms stuffed and then like wear them as a little jacket.
No.
Well, one of them has one of them has bite marks.
No,
jacket made out of gorilla arms. It's like,
That would be kind of badass.
If you can tell me in a RP setting how you would go about doing that, I have no problem with it whatsoever.
How do we preserve it?
Exactly. I just see it being
Anybody
big,
got any
stinky gorilla
formaldehyde?
arms.
yeah, right.
Do we have an alchemy jar and can it make formaldehyde?
I don't think any of us are seamsters.
Seamsters. That wasn't that like a thing in the early 2000s, like seamsters. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
I don't know. I hung out with Jimmy
Crickets.
Off a lot.
That
I
was a
seamster.
stupid. What was that?
No, I'm still confused because I'm thinking of like you have to preserve it first. I haven't even gotten to the sewing it on part.
Do we tan it? You can tan raw meat with brains, right? Can we crack open his skull and?
That is true. I'm impressed that you know that.
Why do you know this?
There's
Wait, what?
there's a chemical in animals' brains that if you boil their brain, you could take the chemical, and that's what you could actually use to tan leather.
Yeah.
You know,
Again, why do you know this?
I actually learned this from a show called Alone, where the people are like stuck. It doesn't matter. I learned it from Discovery Channel, so I feel like that's okay.
Valid excuse.
Also,
Like,
the
if you
people
get
that I
lost
have
in the
trapped in my
Wisconsin woods, it's good to know how to survive. You know?
How much tanning do you have to do? Like, how long are you going to be out there? that you're having to tan leather.
You don't
All
know
right.
my life.
So let's go ahead. So you guys have a fairly uneventful rest of your day. Let's go ahead and camp out for the night, though. So I'd like all of you to roll a d6 for me, please. Actually, sorry. Before you roll anything, there's 3 shifts per night as far as taking watch. If you guys choose to take watch, who is taking watch and in what order?
I'll take first watch.
I would go second.
I'll go third.
You know,
Okay,
I'm
so-
fucking going last.
Well, no, you don't have to go at all. You get to sleep through the night.
You got attacked the most by these gorillas
Still
or
get
whatever.
a long
so.
rest
Which is
if we're
also-
not doing the first watch.
Yes, you all get a long rest. Yep.
Okay,
but
cool. Just want to check.
yeah, so all of you roll a d6 for me, please. So a 4, a 1, a 5, and a 2. So give me a sec. Okay, so you guys have a very uneventful night. In fact, it's the rain lets up. You no longer have to worry about whatever effects that might be having, and you all get a good night's sleep. All right, on to the next day. So you guys move up here.
Wait. Is the rain having an effect?
Unconscious.
The rain could have had an effect, but you don't necessarily have to know about that. On this next day of travel, you guys are kind of starting to come out of the jungle a bit. And as you do, you continue walking through, and TaLin, you're swinging your machetes to cut through the foliage, and in front of you is a thick curtain of vines blocking the path. TaLin, I'd like you to roll perception for me.
Okie dokie.
Not the vines again.
Not the vines.
I can
Oh,
talk
Bill,
on them
can we
if you would like.
Oh, can we give a health pack from a long rest?
Yes,
16.
you guys can all go
Yes.
ahead and roll for your long rest.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, TaLin, what did you roll?
16.
A 16.
16. 16.
So, with a 16, wrapped up in the vines, you see small creatures entwined. There looks to be some sort of rodent, a few insects, and who knows what else.
Wait, they're wrapped up in the vines? So I cut through,
So
and then now that we see these vines.
So basically, the jungle itself even though it's like you feel like you're reaching the end of it, but it just got really dense all of a sudden. And there's like a curtain of vines, and these vines, there's like all these little animals and stuff kind of wrapped up in them.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I know about any carnivorous vines
Sure, go ahead.
and how to identify them?
Yep.
Boop-a-doo. Oh,
Oh.
well.
Thought
I don't know shit about vines. I skipped that day.
you had a
Well-
16 for a second there.
So actually,
Yeah.
with a 4, I would say that's low enough that you get a little too close while you're inspecting it. I'd like you to roll a dex saving throw for me, please.
No.
No, TaLin.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
You just got Alessio'd.
Yeah.
See, it's not always just you. it's just usually you.
What I get. Is
All right.
12.
So you move to check out these vines a little closer, and several of them react as if they're sentient, and they lash out at you, doing 9 poison damage. And I'd like you to also roll me a Constitution save.
Oh. Come on. I'll take off my 9 in a sec. 10.
With a 10. Something about these vines strikes you as absolutely adorable. In fact, you want to
Oh.
get in there and just kind of cuddle up with them. They look so soft and cozy, and I bet if you
That
wrap
seems
yourself up in
reasonable.
them, you'll feel so warm and safe. And you kind
bet
of
I
walk
would.
you walk over and you just grab a whole big bunch of them. And you just kind of squeeze them up tight to you. And
Yeah.
let's see. You take an additional 19 points of damage. I guess it'd be probably bludgeoning damage. And you are actively kind of entwined in these vines.
Nothing says cozy like 19 points of damage. So
But you the longer that you stay in there, the more comfortable and happy you feel. It's like
I'm excited about it. Well, wait, were y'all behind me? Did others see me do
We're
this?
just kind of watching you do this, just like a bunch of
so
us, just like,
so far, I would say that you guys probably didn't react until she actually, as far as you're concerned, she walked over, she looked at them, and then she just kind of walked back in and she just hugged herself all around in them. Like nothing other than it's just weird behavior. Nothing strikes you as her being injured or hurt or anything.
TaLin, are you okay?
Generally, I don't seem like the warm and cozy type. I think so.
Doesn't matter.
But
You
I'm
good?
all nestled up and just almost on the verge of sleeping kind of thing. And Alessio, when you asked me that, I'm like, it's so cozy in here.
I feel like we should be suspicious. Like, can any of us like investigate or like see what the heck's going on, because this is so out of character for her.
Sure. So real quick though, TaLin, you're actually going to take an additional 20 points of damage. These vines are now kind of working their way through the leathers or hide.
It was 19, and then 20, right?
Correct. Yep.
9, 19, 20. Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Just
But
double
we can't
checking.
tell that
Okay, cool.
anything's going on.
So from what you guys see, these
So
vines,
if I have 1 HP left, do I look sick?
so in
Just
this
wondering, throwing it out there.
in this case, you are engulfed in these vines, but you're also like holding onto them, and you have this big smile on your face.
Okay,
However,
but Booker can smell things. Does he notice
I would like to roll nature.
maybe not doing
real
so well?
quick, if I
all right. So both Knobolas and Agnomeio, you guys both mentioned something. Why don't you both roll nature?
Oh boy, I didn't roll that well.
Oh,
well,
he's
she's
like,
fine,
looks
leave her.
normal to me.
Actually,
good
Agnomeio,
vibes.
I would say with a 5, that looks like a really good idea.
Oh no.
Why don't you make a dex save for me as you get a little closer to these vines?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Does it look cozy AF?
19.
19 is
Yeah, that's
so
nasty.
you avoid as one of these vines kind of strikes out at you, and you see it just dripping this orangey kind of sap goo stuff. You kind
Slap
of
it.
you,
Slap.
you slap it. You
No.
slapping it with your hand.
Yes, but through a glove, you see.
Okay.
Hey, what is
I was
No.
I
what
was
does
about to
damage
ask you.
resistant? What does damage resistance mean? Like to poison?
To poison, it means that you would have
less?
taken 4 points on that first one, but the rest of it's been bludgeoning.
Okay, but the
damage.
rest would still be the same.
Yep. So you have 5 hit points now.
Yay,
Uh, so
I have 5.
So Agnomeio, you slap it away with this glove on, and your glove, you notice that sap, it's like sizzling a little bit on the tips of your fingers.
Okay, yeah, we need to cut her out of there.
You start
I will.
or good.
I want to just cut above her head. Try to cut.
Okay. Unfortunately, you ignored the fact that this is sizzling on your fingers, and it has now eaten through your glove.
Oh, dang.
Please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ah, boy.
I would say
It's like the blood coming out of the alien.
Knobolas and Agnomeio, at this point, you guys realize something's wrong, because Agnomeio reacted the way he did. 23. Wow, you are a constitutional
I
maniac.
am
I don't know.
min-maxed way heavy.
There's many constitutions.
So
Oh,
many
the
constitutions.
Constitution.
So with a
I'm
23,
not very fast. I'm not very smart, but goddamn, am I tough.
so you actually take 9 points of poison damage from the thing kind of stinging into your hand. However, you do shrug off the feeling that you need to go towards these vines. Like you get this idea that it's like driving you towards almost like some sort of carnivorous plant. Knobolas and Alessio, what are you guys doing right now?
Well, since I noticed that it obviously doing something not good, like I think I'd like to take my daggers and just try to start carving out to try to free TaLin.
Mm-hmm.
So can I like try to carve at the vines around her?
Sure. So go ahead, make an attack roll for me with your daggers.
If I'm gonna die drinking Weller 107.
Well, you're about to take another 3d10 damage, so we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna die drinking Weller 107. Who's
So,
taking Booker?
So with a 20, you
Don't
do
talk like that.
so you do 5 points of damage to these vines. You do manage to cut some of them away. However, make a dexterity saving throw for me, as the poison from these vines you just cut
They
splashes.
seriously do 3d10 damage? That's insane.
When you are fully engulfed in them, they sure do. All right, Knobolas,
21.
you're able to avoid the poison as you see it splashing. TaLin, you take an additional 13 points of damage, and you are now unconscious.
But I have 2 daggers. Can I like not use the other one to free her before that happens?
Go for it. You can't free her before that happens necessarily, but we'll see what happens. So 15 will hit, 4 additional points of damage. So she's starting to... She's not completely free of these vines, but she is unconscious, and her body weight just kind of leaning against them, trying to hold her. They're close to letting her go, but they're gonna squeeze her again pretty soon. Alessio, you have a chance to do something here.
All right, so oh my god. So it seems that cutting all the freaking branches and kind of cut people loose is just splashing acid everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sleep spell. Can I try to enchant these vines to sleep and release and get people out of there? Is that a thing?
It's technically a thing, but I wouldn't say that. Actually, you know what? Yes, you could use that spell if you'd like to. I would consider these a creature.
Okay, yeah, because I can, use the creature.
I think I would ask you what your intent would be to put a plant to sleep and what that would actually mean.
So this specific plant, what I want to do is just put because obviously these vines are alive, they're grabbing, they're hooking on, and squeezing the life out of poor TaLin. What I want to do is put the whole vine and whatever's connected to it asleep for as long as I can to pull everybody away from it.
Sure. Okay, go ahead and use your sleep spell, and then I believe you get to roll, and then you get to put that many hit points worth of whatever to sleep. So I will tell you that this particular thing has 14 hit points left. So with a 5d8, you need to roll 14 or higher in order to make this successful.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Sometimes it's fun to know what you have to roll ahead of time. So
yeah, okay. So I'm guessing are the vines kind of in that area?
22. All right, so with the 22, so these vines, TaLin, you're still unconscious at the moment, so you have no you don't notice this, but the vines do just kind of go lax, and TaLin falls from the vines. She's still underneath them. They're definitely like just on her body. Several like squirrels and chipmunks and this little rodent of some sort all just fall from the vines.
Oh, so I'm just covered in little dead
Yeah,
rodents.
shush. You're unconscious.
I feel like this is revenge for my job.
All right, so I'm sorry, Bill, if I missed it, where's Booker and all this? What's he doing?
So that's a good question. What do you think Booker would be doing right now, TaLin?
Please don't say eating the dead.
I feel like I'm afraid to say it, but I feel like he'd be like trying to like grab my foot and pull me.
I kind of agree. So let's do this. We're gonna go back like a round. I'd like you to roll a dexterity saving throw for Booker, as he's gonna basically get himself right in the thick of it.
Come on, baby, you got this, boo.
Well, I mean the things are asleep.
Well, this is before you put them to sleep. This is kind of retconning just a little bit. So an 11 will not be enough. He's going to take 9 points of damage, and then he also has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Can I risky whiskey for him?
Sure. Yeah, that's you kind of risky whiskeyed earlier, but I think I called it like before. Yeah,
did.
That's okay. I told you that you didn't have to, but you had already done it. So I want you to risky whiskey again, but you can do it again.
Okay.
He just wants to get you drunk.
I totally do.
I just poured that too.
Wonderful.
Ooh,
Well, that's your
well, that's a
107.
good one though.
Yeah, 107. 107 is
nice
probably the one I like the most of those.
Same.
Yeah.
I did a waiter. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Dexterity saving throw, right?
So he just no. This is a Constitution saving.
Was
throw.
for that first.
Oh, you're redoing. I'm sorry. You actually rolled worse on the dex.
I was redoing, but it was worse. So Constitution saving throw it is -9. It is.
All right. Yep.
Nothing changed. Okay. Constitution saving. Come on, buddy.
Right.
Yes. Here we go.
Right.
So
Nice. 20.
Booker has a tougher constitution than you did, or maybe he's just concentrating on you, and he was trying to kind of grab your leg and pull you out. He did not fall victim to whatever poison it was trying to convince him to do. So now back to TaLin. So TaLin is currently unconscious, covered in dead rodents, because that's funnier. And Booker is trying to pull her by the pant leg. What did the rest of you guys? The vine is now asleep, so it is lax.
So
it's not holding on.
I just put everyone asleep. So I kind of look at Agnomeio and Knobolas. I'm like, come on! I do not know how long my sleep cast will last. Let's get TaLin out of there and away, out of harm's way of the vines.
Oh.
Yeah, let's either carry her or put her back on Booker and let's get out of the area.
Pull her out of there, get her on Booker. Let's just get her out.
Perhaps we need
Hey,
to
luckily I have a ride.
vine with a vine. I would like to try to pull her out with Speculo and see if I can't just
Awesome.
wrap it around her and just shuffle her
Yeah.
out.
Sure. All right. So make an attack roll, but it won't be to damage. Like clearly you're not trying to attack her. You're kind of trying to just get her wrapped up with this thing.
Nice.
That'll do it for sure.
Ooh,
So a 23. So I'm not quite sure how to picture this, but you managed to get Spiculo. Spiculo is a bit sentient itself, and it wraps itself around TaLin's, let's say, like underneath her armpits, and you're able to pull her out. All right. So TaLin is unconscious though, and actually,
got a health potion.
TaLin, I'd like you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
Oh boy.
Is that-
But the good news is you didn't
hit
just
the
get a
skull.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The good news is you didn't just get attacked, so you don't have to make two of them. So you fail
Well,
your first.
I failed.
You failed your first death saving throw.
I'm not liking this.
I was gonna say, if
don't
we ever
like
have
this
questions about dying, we should just ask Alessio. I'm sure he knows how.
Yeah, Alessio.
He's very dark.
Remember, really early on when Alessio used to charge into danger.
Now he's timid and just hanging back.
I know. I kind of ruined him a little bit.
He did. Like Bill broke me after the 2 weeks ago.
Those damn snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sneaky snick.
Man, I have a healer's kit, but that doesn't help someone that's dying, though, does it?
This is
It
quite
does.
literally the.
I also do have a potion of healing, so we could use those in tandem.
He's so used to it not working for what he wants it to use.
I love that. I'm glad.
I don't remember how it works. 'Cause I was almost dead.
I'm so glad that you said it because I stopped myself because I'm like I've just said it too many times at this. Yes, the healer's kit is designed to stop somebody exactly in TaLin's position. It is not meant to heal. It's supposed to stop somebody from having to roll death saving throws.
Well, I have one of them, and I would like to use it.
Perfect.
On TaLin.
Excellent. Okay, so TaLin, you are currently stabilized. You do not have to make death saving throws, and it sounds like Agnomeio, you were gonna either give her a potion, or is that still what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I will definitely. It's a potion of superior healing.
So
HP or plus 8.
okay, excellent.
All right, so I used it. Okay, yeah. So now it's out of my inventory. So it's been
Perfect. Awesome. You've had that since episode 4 or something like that. It's been a while.
Well, because I
know.
I'm always the one dying.
That's a good point.
Sure.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. So you guys are now back up, and TaLin, you're conscious again. You've got 1 hit point. Oh no, I'm sorry. How many hit points did you just heal? You have
8d4 plus 4. Oh,
8d4 plus 4. Okay, that's why it wasn't showing me the
Did you roll
any
for it?
options because I was dead. So now I can roll for things.
Oh,
8d4 plus 4. We can carry on while I figure this out if y'all
here. 8d4 plus 4. I'll just do it. Well, I'll take yours. I'll take yours.
we
That's
both
fine.
did at the same.
24. All right, you have 24 hit points. All right.
Hey.
Actually, you have 25 hit points because you had 1.
25.
So you're about half health. So you're back up.
Yeah.
nice. So
Thank
no
you.
more hugging
Thanks, guys.
vines, maybe.
I was just
Well, I mean,
macheting
we're still-
away and got a little
Still
distracted.
asleep. I don't know how long it's going to stay asleep, so we can't just
Can we
have
go
to-
around
we have
it?
to- We have to figure
How
out another
long
way
are you
around
on?
that thing.
We've already gotten out of the area.
Well, now that you know it's there, it's easy enough to avoid. You guys,
cool.
you'll have to kind of go around. She'll have to cut a bit more, but you're able to avoid it at this point.
Okay.
Good job, guys. That was actually more deadly than I expected it to be,
Terrifying.
which is wonderful. Yeah, it's about damn time I made one of you unconscious.
No, wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, welcome
All right.
to the
I'm not
club.
excited about this.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be on the dead club.
I will say this is how you started your morning. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
This is not a good start.
I would like you all to make another D6 roll for me, please.
These are so ominous. I hate them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, this is a good one.
we rolled
Wow.
high.
5, 4,
Good
5,
thing.
5.
So a 19. All right.
That means
So-
nothing happens.
Is that good or is that bad? Is this one of those things where high can be bad?
We'll see.
Or that it either means nothing happens or 19 wolves come out and attack you.
Yes. And they have 3 heads each.
Yeah.
And chainsaws for feet.
Yeah, they have 3 attacks
Chainsaws for feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have three attacks each for 9 total bites.
Wonderful. All right. So I kind of want to make a chainsaw-footed like werewolf now.
Yeah. By the way, guys, stay tuned next week. We are going to fight a 3-headed wolf with chainsaw feet.
But also, wouldn't it just get stuck in the ground? Like,
It's magic.
You
You know, last time you were asking about the map. This time you're asking how a chainsaw-footed werewolf can walk around. I mean, it's magic.
That's right.
It's a flying chainsaw-footed werewolf.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
oh god, that's the most...
That's pretty terrifying.
it attacks with flying horses and flying sharks,
Yeah.
just
Got
kicking you in the
wings.
face. Just all
I
right,
can't wait for the YouTube short, Bill.
right. Now I get to make all animations of all of those things. That's
We
wonderful.
should issue a challenge to the viewers to come up with your best drawing of the 3-headed wolf with wings and chainsaw feet.
Yes.
But then
It
it's
is-
like
It's a chimera.
It's struggling.
It's like, yeah, right. It's struggling. Join the Discord and
Submit your drawing.
Yeah,
Submit your drawings.
drawing for
Yeah.
for chain wolf.
you know what?
You can have, you can have the creature named after you if you win. Hey,
You know what?
There you go.
Here-
ooh.
I like that. That's a really good idea. If anybody draws that in a way that is at all good, it may show
No,
up
not very
and
good. Microsoft Paint, like just freaking
and
do
you
it.
guys
Paint,
get to fight it.
yes.
Yes. All right. Fine. It'll be good. All right.
My
So-
first grad school presentation was done with paint because I didn't know how to use anything else.
I used to do all of my
Just
all of my Photoshops in Paint because it was just fun. And then I learned Photoshop, and now I'm a danger. So
Did we just accept being attacked by this thing? Like I think we were joking about it.
I
and
think
all of a
you
sudden,
did.
like, you know what? Yeah, I'll kill you guys with this thing.
you know,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I basically know where you guys are going next, and this thing could fit. So
I'm gonna need a long rest before that.
So, you guys, you're making your way once again, still through the jungle of or the bush of Jilriel. Ahead of you, you see that the canopy is thinning, and there seems to be a large clearing ahead of you. You hear loud footfalls as if something massive is moving around in the clearing. A giant tree, about 40 feet tall, with I don't know how to say this word, but taupe, bark. It's like gray or brownish gray. I'll just say brownish gray. A giant tree about 40 feet tall with brownish gray bark and thick leafy foliage, very unlike the rest of the other trees in this jungle, is walking around in a circle, bending down and touching the logs that are on the ground.
Oh.
Well, I don't trust this shit at all.
Wait, what? So there's basically something like an int, but not an int. That's
Do you-
taupe.
Do
Whatever
you know?
color that is.
Do you know what an ent is? Does TaLin know what an ent is? Do you want to roll nature?
I was like, I do. I love Tolkien, but I figured I wasn't allowed to say that.
So you just said it.
So I said it. I said like an int, but not an int. Technically.
For copyright reasons, it cannot be.
Right? Is it ent like?
Is Godzilla,
What's
but
the
it's not
etymology of that
You're
creature?
saying ent or imp? What are you
Yeah, I
saying?
can't understand.
Int.
I'm confused.
Int, E-N-T. You know, the int.
She's saying
Oh,
ent.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking you were
All
too,
right.
sorry. I got confused.
Let's focus. All right. Roll
Oh,
nature.
not the unts again.
All right.
was
All right. So with a 20. so TaLin is very aware of the tree folk known as the ents. Well, in this case, this is a tree ent. And
I love it.
it is gigantic. Although mostly peaceful, unless you show outward aggression to it, you'll probably be fine. But it depends very much on what it's currently going through and its current temperament.
Are these like the big tree guys from the
Yes.
two towers?
Yes.
Very similar. Yep.
Like the real slow talking one guys?
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Treebeard and such.
Although it's a younger one, so it's not like Treebeard exactly. It's not gonna have
Yeah,
like
so he's a younger one.
not as much moss.
with a gray taupe complexion. Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
So what are you guys all doing?
Guys, don't chop down any wood. Nobody chop down any wood, or light a fire.
So I mean,
Agnomeio don't fuck with the woods. So
I mean,
I would like to avoid this gentleman.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
bad experience.
TaLin? Does she have some
like
sort
it?
of knowledge about this?
Yeah, so that's what she just rolled for, and that's like what I just told her is what she knows. I'm assuming she just told you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, he's cool. Just don't piss him off. But do we need his help for anything?
Well, I feel like we should. I mean, he's chilling in the woods. He's probably knows a lot about it. We should probably see if we can get any sort of knowledge
Okay,
from
do we
him.
want to check and see like if we're
As long
on
as
the
we
right
don't-
way to
As long as we don't piss him off.
Udengorzwak?
So while you guys are chatting, he bends down and he kind of just gently strokes one of these logs, and you see mushrooms beginning growing from it. And he says, "Majestic you didn't deserve this." And he strokes another tree, and vines begin wrapping themselves around it, ripping the bark from the tree and slowly crushing it into soil. He moves along in the circle, kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And he says, "Gray Holly, I'll miss you. Screaming Fir, you were always a funny one."
Oh, dude, you're making me feel for the tree, dude.
Wait, they were already chopped down though, those trees.
These trees, they show very similar signs to what you guys have seen while you've been walking through the jungle, of just suddenly this cataclysmic thing that happened with Halix knocking over all these trees via concussion of his body hitting into the ground.
Oh, gotcha. Can we roll a perception? Is it or insight?
Well, don't
To
ask what to roll.
see-
Just tell me what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, to basically, yeah, to see if he seems. What am I trying to say?
Aggressive?
If he seems really angry right now, or like if he seems like he'd be open to.
I don't know, he seems
help
kind of
strangers or-
He seems kind of somber right
He
now.
seems sad. Like, could he
Yeah.
take some comfort, some friendship?
I would say from your humanoid understanding of emotions, you would see him as being sad. But he's a tree. Who knows?
Oh. But Agnomeio seems very like.
I
don't wanna fuck
I
with
do
this
not
tree.
I do not like these hippy dippy types with their trees. No.
Agnomeio, why don't you like the Ents?
No.
They can be very helpful at times.
You remember,
think
remember
it's-
the last one we ran into? He released a snake god on the world.
I think we should
No
just,
trees.
I think we should just yell out and
What?
say. I think we should
Oh, that was
just
the
yell out.
owl guy. That wasn't a Ent.
Owl guy, tree person. It's all druid crap. I don't like nature. I don't like nature.
I think
None
we
of
should-
it.
I think we should
He
just yell
says with
out.
the vine at his waist.
Well, except for that. That's pretty cool.
Sorry, what were you saying, Alessio?
I think we should just yell out and ask him. Were these your friends? And just see what he says.
Are you doing that?
I'm doing it.
Okay. All right. He says, "You don't need to hide. Come out here and say hello."
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
doing it. I'm coming out and saying hi.
All right. And I kind of look at Agnomeio. I'm like, dude, just relax a little bit. It's fine. Seems friendly. He doesn't look like he can move very fast. So if there's a problem, we could run. Don't worry about it.
So I'm gonna come out and say hi and be like, "What happened to these trees? This is terrible."
I was gonna ask you the same question. I came down from the hills and all my friends are knocked over and dying.
Oh, so sad.
Well, we haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything big enough except some giant baboons, but I'm not sure they were big enough to knock down these size of trees. Is there anything?
Well, we did see the arrival of this really big snake, this godlike snake,
yeah.
And it seemed to have concussive powers. And
But we had nothing to do
like,
with that.
Yeah, did he fall?
Yeah,
on that,
is it possible it's that snake's fault? We hate that snake.
Yeah, did it
that guy
fall?
looks like
Did
a
it
jerk.
fall? Did it fall in that part of the forest? I'm trying to. I can't see the map right now, so.
So it's more like. So I'll show you guys the map. So Halix fell into. He created this brand new waterway here, but this whole area was affected by this concussive blast. This entire time, although you guys have gone through some dense foliage,
It's like a tsunami of air.
There's been just this sign of like all these trees have fallen away from where he fell into the ground.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
That's so depressing. TaLin's legit sad.
Look at Bill making it. Look at Bill making us catch the feels for the
right
for this tree.
So yeah, I explained that to the ant that we saw this huge snake, really, but basically a god, land, and it actually created this water connection. That's how large it was, and that force seems to have knocked over many of these trees.
So he walks over to you, TaLin, since you're the one that kind of came up, and takes him a little bit. He's just ka-chunk, and he kind of bends down on one knee and he holds his hand out towards Booker, and he kind of takes
Booker jumps in.
He's got these branches on the ends of his kind of hand, and he tries to scratch Booker underneath, but there's just a lot of leaves, so it's pretty much just like, it's not like pleasant for Booker, but it looks like he's trying. And he's like,
Booker does the whole like head tilt thing. Like he's trying to get it to hit just the right spot.
I know I'm a little rough around the edges, but my heartwood is in the right place, and I just wanna
Love is that.
meet you all. Where are you from?
Well, my name's TaLin, and I'm from all over the place. I just like to journey around with my dog here, Booker. But I recently met up with these three idiots, and
And he
we
looks
keep
over
almost
and,
dying together.
and he looks
But they're
over and
good people.
he sees the three of you kind of hiding in there, and he says, I'm not one to bark orders, but you should come over here.
My charisma's a -1, y'all. Sorry for calling you idiots.
My name...
No, it's fitting. It's fitting.
I kind of. Alessio kind of steps forward and says, "I was born in a small town called the Rift of Qualis."
The Rift of Qualis. I know of this. I've never been there. It's far away. Turasil speaks of Qualis coming to Dimidium. It wasn't here originally. Are you from
We've heard
here
that name before.
originally? Were you born in Dimidium?
I was born in the Rift of Qualis. Yes.
I see. Where are you going?
Oh, for frick's sake.
We're headed to the dwarven
Atlantic.
city Ungerswak. Oh yeah, and then
shit.
Valantis.
Never mind. And then
yeah,
Valantis.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't much care for those dwarves.
Yeah, we just need stuff from them. We're not like buddies with them.
Yeah, screw the dwarves.
We just need to refill our rations and try to get better weapons because we've been really getting beat up.
Weapons? What kind of...
Uh-oh.
You don't use axes, do you?
No.
No, definitely not.
None of us have access.
Good.
No axes. No wood chopping over here.
Do
We
you...
pretty much only fight snakes that attack us first. And lizard folk.
Do you need any help getting there? Do you know where you're going?
Any guidance you could give us could be helpful.
Yeah, we would definitely take some help if you have the time.
So he's gonna walk over to you, Alessio. He's gonna say, Alessio, or you said your name, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna put out his hand, which is probably about like 5-6 feet across from fingertip to palm, and he's gonna say, hop on my hand and I'll show you the way.
That's not fair. Why does he like Alessio more?
Because you have -1 charisma. No, I don't know.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair, actually.
That's fair, yeah. Fair. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember where we've heard the name Turasil. Does anybody remember that?
This is something you guys would absolutely know. Turasil is the god of the earth and like the land.
Oh, okay, he just talks to him?
Well, he's a tree, so
I mean,
probably.
he's obviously one with
That's
the soil and everything around him.
Oh, did we get his name?
My name is Chester.
Chester?
That's Chester. Okay.
That is the last name on the planet. I thought that's what his name would be.
Well,
Chester.
Like
he
chestnut.
he points up towards his bows, and you see a bunch of chestnuts
Chestnut.
in his boughs.
Okay. That's kind of cute.
Alessio loves the chestnuts, and I love it. Okay, so I just kind of look at him in kind of a trusting manner, and I kind of just leap onto his hand.
Perfect. So he gets up from his kind of knelt position, and he stands up straight, and he holds his hand straight up above his head, and you are now higher than everything else in this whole jungle. You can see above the treetops, and you could see Erngor Zuek. Actually, you could just barely make it out. It's quite a ways away. But it is, you could see like the faintest hint of a giant hole in the side of a mountain that looks intentionally placed there. And he says, you want to head northeast past the Echo River. There you'll find, if you head to the north, you'll find a bridge. And it should be easy enough to get to Erngor Zuek.
Oh,
If you go there, just promise me that you'll tell the dwarves to be easy on the forest. It does not grow as fast as they destroy it. And he lowers... Oh, go ahead.
I say, well, make sure we tell him. Can you tell me something about that giant hole in the mountain?
Are there any specific dwarves you have an issue with?
I'll do both. So the giant hole in the mountain, that is Erngor Zuek. It's basically a giant. Actually, I will show the audience anyway.
So the bridge actually
is it like
goes
a dwarf-made cave?
So it is a.
I thought the bridge was.
So it's a dwarven. They call it a fortress, but it's basically a mining operation. So it is a big stone structure built into the side of the mountain.
Okay, perfect.
Are they mining mithril?
You have no way to know. Well, actually, you were there. I wouldn't say that you were there long enough to have a clue. You kind of got down off the sky ship and probably left. Although, you tell me, would you have asked around a little bit? Because I could see that being in your nature. So it's up to you.
I was gonna say, I honestly feel like I absolutely would have.
I kind of agree. Yeah. So there are actually there are 4 separate call them clans within Erngor Zuek, and one of them is absolutely devoted to mithril.
Nice.
The rest of it we'll probably go over when we get there.
Cool.
Okay. So and then you asked if there's any dwarves in particular. He says no dwarves in particular.
What are they cutting y'all down for? We'll encourage them. Maybe we can help them find alternative fuel sources.
Well, mostly to clear. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk to Chester about? Otherwise, he's going to kind of go back to what he was doing.
No, I think we should let him be.
All right.
You all good, Chester? You don't need anything?
I'll be okay. It'll take a while to fix what happened here. But I've got a while.
All right, Chester.
We'll see you, buddy. Ooh, do you have any int water? Int drop?
Stop Googling things.
I haven't. I haven't. It's what makes it's what makes Meriadoc taller than Pippin. I just want
to he looks puzzled at you and he says, I think you're in the wrong franchise.
Yeah.
Ooh, any int whiskey?
I'm not witty enough to come up with something that quick. I'm looking at my shelf to see if I could improv something, but I got nothing.
Oh, do you like a Middleton Tree 6 or something?
Right.
The old Kyle Begg Forest is down the road.
All right. Anyway, so he says, no, I don't partake of whiskey. But he reaches up and he grabs about 4 or 5 chestnuts and he hands them to you. And he says,
yes.
If you ever have a chance, plant these along your way. An ent will grow from them in 100 years. And it will really help to reforest this area. Cool. All right, so you guys, you leave Chester's Grove. And you head back up towards the Echo River. It's at this point that you're able to make great time and you avoid any future troubles in the jungle. And as you kind of exit this just dense foliage, you realize immediately the humidity drops. And you see to your north, you see the Whispering Expanse. It's just this miles and miles as far as you can see of just plains. You see to your east the Thunder Howl Mountains, which are these kind of just brownish taupe colored mountains.
New favorite color.
I do like, yeah.
They say taupe is very soothing.
Yes. Oh, is that what they say? Yes. So the Thunder Howl Mountains stand just mighty and gigantic over to your east. And to the north of you is the Echo River, fit right between the Thunder Howl Mountains and the Whispering Expanse. And as you leave the Bush of Jilriel and approach the Echo River, you see an elven woman kneeling beside the river. And sorry, I just put this up for the group. Her hair is silvery but dirty and looks to have never seen a brush. Her body is covered in a simple dress in earth tones. Her left arm, rather than a tan bronze like the rest of her body, is a slate gray and looks to be made partially of stone. Upon her head, she wears a tiara made of wood and leaves. She does not appear to have seen you yet.
Should I approach her?
It's up to you.
Do we,
I elbow you.
do we,
You are the least off-putting of us.
He's the elf. She's an elf.
Did we get like a good look at her ears? Is she elven?
She is elvish, yes.
She's
Yeah,
elven.
she's elvish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Knobolas, all you, buddy.
All right.
So as you
I'd
approach,
like to... Yeah, go ahead.
as you get a little closer, you hear her weeping, and she's crying and looking at her reflection in the water.
Oh.
Ooh.
And what?
Agnomeio, why was that so particularly like,
I feel
oh?
bad for her. It's like
Okay.
it's like a weird.
You
reverse
hated the
narcissist.
freaking int.
Yeah, because he was a big tree. Agnomeio don't fuck with the woods.
All right. As I approach, I'm like, I'm very calm with my voice, like not to startle her, but just say, and what makes a beautiful goddess like you weep?
Oh, good choice of words, dude. I like it.
She looks up
Especially
at you.
if her hair looks that good when she's never brushed it, apparently. That's some bullshit.
Adriana, do I look like I understand hair?
Look, I'm just saying, as a person who spent like an hour detangling my hair today, that's bull.
So Knobolas. So she looks up from the water, and you see that down her eyes there appears to be kind of a, I don't want to say crimson, but it's almost like a cross between orange and red, just tears coming down her eyes. And she looks at you and she says, I remember when this land was alive with a symphony of sounds, from the rustling leaves to the chirping of birds. I remember when the animals roamed freely from the whispering expanse to the thunder howl mountains, and humans, elves, dwarves lived in harmony with nature. But now chaos, and more to come soon. The return of Helix has caused a great catastrophe, and Helix may yet take everything from us. The serpent's massive size has broken apart the world, and with it, the delicate balance of life. I sense that Uros is behind this, and will see the land brought back into the great ocean. What do you...
Whoa. Now she's talking shit about my god? Oh, boy.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Okay. just saying. Yeah. All right.
I'll say we won't let that happen, and then I mean, I kind of would like motion back to my crew to kind of come out from the woods to kind of show our group together.
All right. She looks at you, hopeful, and she stands up, and she wipes the tears from her eyes, and she says, "Who are you, that you would make a promise like that to a god?"
I am Knobolas.
Oh, she really is a god.
Oh yeah, sure. I was kind of just like bullshitting with the like goddess thing, but like, you know, what's wrong with it?
Look at you.
I am Knobolas of Volantis, and I have brought my crew to destroy this evil being.
You will destroy Helix.
Yeah, us.
That's the plan.
Got a problem with us?
Yeah. Do we
Unless
not look
you
like
have
we are
any
up to the
advice.
task?
Oh, what was that?
Flex a little.
me and Agnomeio, who are absolutely tiny compared to this lady, are just like, we got this.
Well, after, I was like, why do you hesitate to believe that?
You are mortal.
Because we're idiots. Standing around.
She says, although you are mortal, I respect your courage, and I will grant you something that may help you on your journey if you are truly intent on quenching this evil from the land.
I feel like I want to make my eyes do something cool, like the fact that I'm like a freaking warlock. Like I want to like make them like glisten or something, so she can tell that like we have more than just the skin on our backs to help us.
I don't believe that's in your repertoire of...
Okay, fine. I tried to be cool.
I'm all for rule of cool, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is that a thing you can do
just
forever?
Open your shirt a little bit more instead.
It's very Harlequin romance.
Mesmerizing. Let's be real.
So she says, there will come a time when you need my help, when nature or the land stand between you and your goal. Pray to me, and I will aid you if I am able. And
what,
if you...
What is your name?
You know my name.
I do.
Do you?
Mama?
No. Does Knobolas recognize her?
So, let's try this.
Wait, is she one of the...
She stops for a
she
moment.
a
When you say whatever you said, like do I know you? She's already standing, and she kind of straightens up, and she raises her hands, and these pillars of rock beneath all five of you actually with Booker, raise you about 100 feet into the air vertically.
Oh.
Each one of these pillars is a 6-sided think like basalt kind of steps of the giants, right? And you all raise about 100 feet into the air, and she comes up with you. And she looks around and she says, all of this belongs to me. Tell me my name.
Oh my God. Is she Mother Nature?
Starts with a T.
You said it starts with a T?
Pretty sure. If I remember correctly.
I'm so bad at note taking. My notes are just like a scribble of like.
Is she Turasil?
The short one here understands. And
Oh,
you,
okay.
Yes.
you are the one who may call on me when necessary.
Wow.
TaLin
Okay.
Creek.
She knows me.
And then she lowers
Oh, no
lowers
wonder Chester was able to chat with her.
she lowers the columns back down to the ground. And she says, I will help you now on your journey. And she creates a vine bridge across the Echo River and says, cross here and make your way to the northeast to Erngor Zurich and proceed with your quest.
Thank you, Turasil. Turasil, do you know of any weaknesses of Helix? Any tips?
Any tips?
She
As
says
a
to you,
goddess?
she says to you, look to history. That will give you everything you need to know.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I got you.
All right.
The poems.
So, you guys cross over the Echo River, and you follow this white dotted trail here all the way up to Erngor Zurich. As you approach, it's a couple of nights, uneventful nights, as you're kind of going along a known path. As you approach, you see a large fortress built into the wall. There's two very, very large, which is kind of ironic, statues of dwarves on both sides of the entrance to this dwarven fortress. One of them is holding a pickaxe, and the other one is holding a mace. You guys are now at Erngor Zurich. And that's where we'll end tonight's night. That's where we'll, yeah. Nice job, guys. All right.
Got it.
Time for some mountain stuff.
Yeah, mountain stuff. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for playing tonight and going a little bit long. I appreciate it. And for everybody who joined us in the chat, thank you. And yeah, you know, I'm serious about that challenge. If anybody feels like drawing something funny, it'll happen. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen. Chainsaw feet.
Chainsaw feet.
Lycanthrope chainsaw feet. Chainsaw. Chaincanthrope.
Right. Three-headed
saw?
three-headed wolf with wings and chainsaw legs. Go.
Well, does it have to be wings? I was gonna say maybe they can fly in a different way. Maybe they're telekinetic.
Yes.
Try
Or
like
chainsaws
artistry.
go fast enough that like it's like a freaking drone, so it's like
That's
propeller.
cool.
See, I was thinking that the chainsaws were going to mess up the aerodynamics of the wings, and therefore no flying, stuck in the ground.
Aerodynamics of the wings, the chainsaw. I don't think that's happening.
I don't know. You ever held a chainsaw when
I'm
it's
saying
going?
straight up.
It has some pull to it.
Yes, exactly. And then you've got 4 of those, and you're trying to control. Come on.
Yeah, but they've
Terrifying.
been living with chainsaw legs their whole life. They know how to work it.
They're used to it. Yeah, they've got very specially developed chainsaw leg muscles. Yes.
Yeah.
But they would have, if you're gonna fly, you would have like light, hollow bones. You wouldn't be able to hold up.
They're not. They
big,
don't
heavy
need.
chainsaw.
They don't need to run the chainsaw. As it's not like the chainsaws are going 24/7. They're just.
They're heavy though.
Also,
turn them on when
Adriana,
they turn them on when
magic.
they need them.
There's an anti-chainsaw field. They don't need the hollow bones.
Look, TaLin's whole thing is she's going around trying to disprove like bullshit myths and stuff, and prove the real thing that actually happened. That's what she does.
No, there's no logic in Dungeons and Dragons.
I think we've proven that time and time again. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, let's sign off for the night. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again, and thank you guys all for playing. You did well tonight, and we will see you all next week as we enter Erngor Zurich, the jewel of the Mountain Crown.
Yes.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.